listen.
Never in my life associated the word boring with baseball.
We know what's up.
Me?
Yeah.
Famous?
Yeah.
And I'm like giddy over there smiling like, we're about to win this shit.
Did everyone give you crap? Give me a good host story.
I'm not picking it up.
We both love the game.
We talk about it every day.
Can't get enough baseball.
Having some popcorn, you're fooling around your phone.
I'd have to wait in line for 3 hours.
Hang on, because it's about to be a wild ride.
There is nobody I'd rather spend New Year's Eve or New Year's Day with other than my wife and my family. Courtney Finnicum on a podcast.
You know, I can't overtake for your wife and family. They are lovely human beings, but this is our tradition. This is this is our tradition.
It is the Baseball Isn't Boring New Year's Spectacular. I was sort of surprised. It just flies by. I think this is this it must be the third, right? Well, fourth.
I think it's the fourth. I did the math. I believe this is the fourth.
That's amazing that we've done it every year. So we started in October, or actually early November of 2022. Yeah, 2022.
Yes. Yep.
We did. Really? No.
Well, our first stuff was I think it was 2021. Is that possible? March of 2021?
Actually, it's probably not possible. Maybe.
I think it was March 2022. Because I posted
that wouldn't have been possible either. Unless it was for a different podcast. I mean, I know that everyone cares about this.
We were we were doing the Bradford show.
Bradford show. All right.
Yes.
I remember where I was. It was like I was probably the ironic thing was I remember taping that podcast. And I was probably like 500 feet from wherever you lived because I remember I was doing it from the infield at Wrigley Field.
That's right, you were. Yeah.
I was standing. I was standing on the field, and you were on it. Johnny Gomes was on it.
That's right.
I think we talked about the anatomy, what it's like to get in a fight on the field.
Baseball fights. That's
because
right.
Yeah. You know, there's only two people I want to talk to about getting in baseball fights.
And I was one of them.
Johnny Gomes and Courtney Finnicum. So yeah.
That was how I got my start. You know, it was such a weird coincidence because of course Johnny Gomes became my co-host last year with Pitch and Moan, of course.
You almost done too many shows to count with him. It's amazing.
And then, of course, we finally, came in contact officially in Orlando at the winter meetings, which was
Can I tell you something that's been bugging me about that?
Please.
The fact that I couldn't take a photo of you two, so it was Johnny Gomes and Courtney get together to do a podcast. Excellent podcast, excellent job. Anytime you can do something in person, and of course you want to document the moment.
Yes.
So I tried to document the moment, but you were not happy with how I took the photo. And I got to be honest with you. I didn't think it was that different. I didn't think it was that different.
Here's the thing though. Even Johnny Gomes is not happy with it. If you recall.
No. Listen, Johnny Gomes was just busting balls. Like
I agree with that.
Johnny, like I could have taken the perfect photo.
I agree.
Like, come on. Oh, this is how he talks. Come on.
That is how he talks.
Rob, come on. What are we doing? Yeah. So,
that's exactly how he talks. And now any of my friends that will be listening to this can attest to this and will support you because I am very particular in how I do my photographs. As you can tell on Instagram and Twitter and all that. I like a certain angle, and if you don't know my angles, Rob, you have to learn my angles. I told you that.
Stop tape. So I think that we've had this conversation about when you go to different ballparks.
Yes.
And you take the photos at different ballparks, and sometimes you go by yourself, and I'm always fascinated, like, well, who's taking the photo?
It's always a lot of pressure because I can usually scout out who can take my pictures the best. I always go woman, of course, because they know. But it's always a pressure situation because I can't stand there for 20 minutes and asking them for different angles. So it's usually a couple quick pictures and I'm done. But the pressure is always on when I have to go to these parks and take these pictures. I'm like,
do you ridicule the person, the stranger? Do you say, thank you for your effort? Nice try.
so sometimes I'm usually very polite, because I'll look at it real quickly and I'll be pretty appalled. And then I can maybe move on to somebody else.
Hold on. I get that. That's another good idea for a t-shirt. Internally, I'll be pretty appalled. Okay.
Internally, I'll be pretty appalled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. but you're nice. All
But
right.
I'm nice. I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I apologize for doing such a poor job. I feel like I let you down. So
It was disappointing because we've worked together for a while now, and I just feel like you need to learn my angles a little bit better. Maybe in spring training you'll make it up to me. We'll see.
yeah,
We'll see.
I feel like, I think that I was reflecting on the winter meetings, right? And it was a great experience for you. A lot of stuff. I mean, not a lot of stuff happened, but still a lot of stuff is going on.
Yes.
I feel like I'm a little frenetic in terms of running around. So I apologize if my frenetic nature manifested it in A, not taking correct photos, and B, not socializing enough. So I apologize.
Well, listen, nobody socialized quite like I did at the winter meetings anyway. So you gotta pass on that. No big deal.
It's just one moment in time.
One moment in time, and I know you'll make it up to me.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to. This is the New Year's Spectacular. So it's a combination of baseball and also of of celebrating the new year in whatever way we can. But I want to look back at 2025, and I didn't even ask you this question. There was no show prep. When I say, Courtney, 2025 baseball season, go. What's the thing that you don't have to get wonky, like, oh, Dodgers won, and no, think about, it could be something that happened at a ballpark. It could be a moment. It could be a terrible White Sox game. It could be whatever it is.
There's a few of those.
Yeah. Well, okay. 2025, like in 5 years from now, where you look back, I said, I remember that happened in 2025. Besides Rob not being able to take a photo at the winter meetings, what will jump out to you?
To me, this year, 2025, what has jumped out to me the most is that baseball's never been hotter, right? Business wise, ratings are crushing it, playoffs are crushing it, attendance is crushing it. Like, I feel like this is sort of baseball's year to really capitalize on some big growth. More international stars coming out. I mean, White Sox, as we know, are dipping into the Pacific Rim potentially.
By the time people listen to this, who knows? Maybe
Who knows?
Yeah,
Yep.
who knows? But
Who knows? But they did sign Murakami. That is 100% true, 100% accurate. So I just feel like baseball in general has never been hotter, besides our brand that has never been hotter, as always. But I feel like baseball in general is on a really good course right now, and I feel like they're on to some good stuff for
why do you,
2026.
as someone who has gone to how many straight opening days?
Gosh, so this will be my 26th coming up.
Okay, which is almost impossible since you're
I
only
know.
23 years old.
I appreciate you saying that, Rob. You're redeeming yourself slowly but surely here.
So what like you say that this baseball has this year has taken a huge step forward. I would make the argument the year before, and we're having the WBC come around again.
Yep.
The year before, you had the WBC, you had Trout versus Ohtani, you had that springboard, then you had the season, and then you have this epic World Series of the Dodgers and the Yankees. And I almost feel like, okay, now it's on them to keep it going. I would say this. I feel like if you phrase it that way, then they did enough to keep on course, is what I'm saying. I don't know if it took an enormous jump. What I'm saying is I think it took a pretty big jump in 2024.
Well, I would argue that this 2025 World Series was considerably better from 2024.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yes, considerably better. And I mean, really, people were saying this is probably the best World Series in the last, 25, 30 years.
I mean, in fairness, I'm blinded by getting a tattoo. So I like.
And that's See, you're being so
Selfish.
selfish in Rob's world. That's what
Yeah,
this is.
I
That's what
kind of
this is.
am.
Yes.
But it's a great point by you, whereas okay, I mentioned the WBC, I mentioned the matchup in the World Series, the Yankees, but yeah, undeniably, like this was an epic, maybe the best World Series ever. So
Especially considering that this was like a true baseball World Series. I mean, yes, you had the Yankees and Dodgers in 2024, two major markets going at it. But man, I mean, anytime you can push to a game seven and have that kind of game seven, I mean,
and
that's a
also the
win.
playoffs are good. The
Playoffs
playoffs.
were very good.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I'm
You
telling
also are blinded by the fact that your team was a little bit better.
I
So
mean, 20, 21 games better. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, they still
y-
lost 100 games, but
and do you have your Murakami jersey yet?
not yet. But I am thinking about making that purchase.
Are
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Don't do
Well,
that. Come on.
I always have to, I got to give it a couple months. I got to give it a couple
Do you
months.
have
Yep.
do you have any White Sox do you have jerseys? Like,
Very, very few. I mean, I have obviously a ton of White Sox merch, but like I have Mark Burley. I loved Mark Burley. I had Freddie Garcia. And I have Ozzie Guillen.
I
So
remember Freddie Garcia one time, we're in spring training, and and uh and he came in. It was at the very, very end of his thing, and they had like shuttled him in to have a workout to look at him physically, whatever it was. And Pedroia goes like, "Hey, Freddie Garcia is." He's like, It's either Freddie Garcia or The Rock. I'm not sure, but somebody's back there.
a
Like,
lot of people used to say he looked like The
yeah,
Rock. Yes. Well, remember Freddie came on the podcast at Sox Fest. He jumped on, talked about the '05 World Series and coming back. And Freddie's a good guy. Freddie's a good guy.
right. All right. So you'll remember it so it's a good one. So you remember 2025 for taking a jump forward. And also, like, in all sincerity, we talked about this, the fact that like your brand has never been hotter, and the opportunity that you went to spring training, you did, well, go back a little bit further. You went to Sox Fest.
Yep.
You went to spring training. You've done awesome interviews. You went to the winter meetings and everything else. And it was amazing, as you said, like we've already talked about the winter meetings podcast, but how many people acknowledged your excellence at the winter meetings. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you're
That was a big
storming into
deal.
2026. So
Yep.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So 2025 was overall a good year. It was a good year.
It was I mean, like we talked about, the White Sox improved. And I do feel like it was a good year overall. A lot of progress was made. But onward and upward, right? As we say, I mean, we got to keep
You're turning the page.
turning the page. That's it.
So 2026, what would be, I'm not going to ask you for predictions because that's unfair. I think predictions are, I don't know, whatever.
Well, you got to put your name on them, and that can get a little.
I don't.
Messy.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't like predict. Yeah, I don't like. I'd rather say this is what I hope happens. This is like, because it's more of an optimistic thing, right?
Yep.
This is what I hope happens.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah. So for you, 2026, give me some things which you hope happens. I mean, obviously, with the White Sox win the World Series.
More than likely not going to happen unless the world absolutely flips itself over, which it could.
Never know.
Yes.
Never know.
But
so what are some of the things that you hope happens in 2026?
honestly, just as a baseball fan, and we're kind of seeing this a little bit in the offseason, I want to start seeing more small market teams make some noise. The Pittsburgh Pirates, the Cincinnati Reds. I mean, I want to see the talent that teams have. I want to see them build around it. When you have a guy like Paul Skeens at the top of your rotation, it would be nice to have some players around him. Same with Cincinnati. They struck out, pardon the pun, on Kyle Schwarber. Like, I would like to see these small market teams get a little bit more aggressive as these winter months kind of chug along before spring training. As far as personal goals of mine, I would like to see the White Sox not lose 100 games this season. That would be really, really wonderful. And
they could be decent.
So here's my hope. Here is my hope, and I said this on Twitter, and I'll say it publicly again. I would like to see the 2026 White Sox do what the 2025 Marlins did. And I think that's possible. You know, the Marlins in 2024 lost 100 games. They came back in 2025 and a couple more series wins, and they're right in the middle of that third wild card spot. So I like that. I'd like that.
Your expectations have lowered.
Very sadly, they have lowered.
But it is great that you have the White Sox actually getting Murakami,
Yep.
which, by the way, the personality already is a plus.
It's a huge plus.
Yeah,
It's a huge
and
plus. Yep.
guy who's on the podcast, Anthony Kay, he chooses the White Sox on a 2-year deal.
Yep.
You have all these young players coming up. It's like, I'm telling you, Courtney, like, I'm just trying to think about the division.
I mean, the division
they can do it. They can do.
They can. They can.
They can do it.
They can. T-shirt. They can do it with the Sox logo.
Hold on, let me write this down.
Yes, they can do it with the Sox.
How do you
logo.
say that in Spanish? I want like.
Oh, I can. I've had to think about it. You're putting me on the spot to do this, but I could
Hold on.
resurface back.
AI. They can do it. How do you say they can do it in Spanish? All right. Ellos pueden hacerlo.
Ellos pueden hacerlo.
Oh, you sound like you actually knew how to say it.
I know a thing or two in Spanish. Yes.
You do? All right, hold on.
I do. Yes.
The Spanish phrase for today's video is "You can do it." Puedes hacerlo.
All right, you got that?
Puedes hacerlo.
Yeah.
Puedes hacerlo.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, that's going on the t-shirts. You can do it, White Sox. Congratulations.
That's it. That is it.
That's the theme. If when they are screaming this from the mountaintops throughout 2026, we can say it all started with the New Year's Spectacular with Courtney Finnicum.
I mean, we always seem to break news on this particular podcast, so I feel pretty good about this.
Speaking of which, I've been asking people, because I do find it. I know yes, it's self-serving because he was on the podcast, and yes, I may share a LLC with him, but it's you saw Joe's thing about retirement, right?
Yep.
And it's funny because this is also how the internet works. I don't think no one cares about this, but I'm going to say it anyway. So we did that podcast it dropped on a Monday, and then everyone started talking about it 7 days.
I saw, and it's still being talked about, even as early as late as today. I saw something on it.
I said, how many people offered you congratulations, right? It's like the Hall of Fame, Courtney. The Hall of Fame.
I saw. I'm like, okay, this is good. This is so, your brand's never been hotter, Rob, as we like to say.
I know. I mean, what a way to storm into 2026.
I'm telling you.
So now, but by the way, now that he's not playing, he's going to have the iron fist when it comes to.
He is.
To micromanage it. You think I micromanage stuff? Oh my goodness. Joe's going to pour over these podcasts and say, Courtney, I see what you're trying to do there, but
I actually can't wait for that. I am all for the Joe Kelly criticism.
There's zero chance of that happening. Yes. But he stumbled upon like a good topic. Like it's like about this, in case people missed it, Joe said he's not playing baseball anymore, but these people who say they retire, it's ridiculous because, to his point, he's like, the retirement's for older people in the military, people who have worked a job that maybe they didn't want to work, that they get a fine chance to quit. Baseball players and athletes just stop playing their sport. Their life is half over.
It's a great quote, actually. It really is a very good quote. I would agree. Yes, it's a great quote.
So you like that? You liked it?
I liked it a lot, actually. Yes,
okay.
I made sure to like a bunch of tweets with it, just to get the momentum
it's
going.
Such a kiss up to the boss.
I mean, listen, I got to kiss up to the boss. Are you kidding me?
Well, he's not on social media, so
true. But he'll hear this somewhere, I'm sure, right? Come on.
I could text it.
Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly.
But what I'm asking you is that, do you agree? Because you could not agree. Because the other part about this, and it's funny, I didn't really think about it till it got steam on the same day that Andrew Heaney put out his retirement and his thing. And we've had plenty of people retire here. I've had plenty of people retire. It's a time-honored tradition. I like when people do it. You get a lot of attention, and also you get to celebrate the person. You define the celebrating the person. But I'm like, I agree with Joe, but at the same time, everybody else is sort of retiring. Clayton Kershaw, his buddy, his former teammate, is retiring, and so Joe is just like, and he's never obviously going to say, "Hey, Clayton, you were stupid for retiring."
Right.
He's saying the people who retire, like, what are you doing?
Well, but who's to say that, these guys can't come back like good old Phillip Rivers over in Indy? I mean, come on.
Right.
Who's to say? So you really don't actually officially retire. I mean, it's like the old wrestling saying.
Well,
you
do it so Cora came on and I mentioned to him, he's like, oh, is he not going to use his card? Is he not going to get his pension? I'm like, no, he's going to sign his papers.
As he should. He should. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Guys work hard for those 10 years. He's got to sign those papers. Yes.
I mean, here's my advice: sign the papers.
Sign. That's another T-shirt. Sign the papers. You can use that in all kinds of ways.
Yeah, I know that's probably one we're going to stay away from.
I agree with that.
All right, give me one more. What things you hope it happens in 2026?
Well, here's a selfish one that I'll just throw out there again. I want to hit the 3 ballparks I have left on my list to hit.
Ooh.
That's right. I got to do it.
Don't tell me.
You should know.
Don't put a lot of pressure.
Oh, I'm putting pressure, just like the picture.
Does Sacramento count?
Ooh, if we're counting Sacramento, then I have 4.
And does Tampa?
Well, Tampa's back at Trop, so we're good.
You're good. All right.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
I want to say Milwaukee, but that's not it.
85 miles north.
I know. It's because that's the only one that I haven't been to.
Really?
Yeah. Is it worth going to?
I mean, Milwaukee's it's a fun little setup.
That's a no.
They tailgate in the parking lot. Like it's kind of a vibe.
It's a no. It's a no. Because by the way, I don't. In fairness, I don't trust any of your reviews of ballparks because you say guaranteed rate field is a good park.
Petco Park, you don't agree with that? Come on now.
Well, I mean that's like saying the sun's going to come up. Everybody knows that.
I defend Sox Park very strongly.
Right. What are the 3 besides?
Well, they're all in the same division on top of it, which should give you a little bit of a hint.
Give me the is it West, Central, or East?
East.
Not AL East.
Not AL East. Nope.
All right. Philadelphia.
Correct.
Citi Field.
Correct.
The Miami.
No, Braves.
Oh, okay.
New Braves.
Yeah, new Braves. The best thing, new Braves. The best thing about the new Braves one is the area around it. There's a lot of stuff to do.
Correct.
Best in-game presentation in the major leagues. They have the guy freeze, the guy running.
Yes.
You can race the freeze. You fast?
You enjoy that, man. Yes, you enjoy him. I should race the freeze.
Yeah, you fast?
Well, I used to be a cross-country and track runner.
All right. I didn't see that on your Wikipedia page, but okay.
My Wikipedia page is not updated, apparently. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
But all right. Well, another goal: have Courtney race the freeze in Atlanta. That'll cross off 2 things: racing the freeze and being at the ballpark.
And plus, I can hit Phillies and Mets on the same week.
That's. I'm kind of surprised.
That's
which
easy.
Ones, if you had to power rank which ones you want to go to, or which ones you are most excited about going to?
I would probably, because I've heard consistently good things about the concessions, not so much the area around it, because it's literally on top of the airport, but Citi Field with the Mets would be
okay.
Probably number 1, I think.
Right. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, Citizens Bank. I think for me, like Citizens Bank Park is all about the crowd for me. And
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
So
I would fit in well with the Philly faithful, I think. So
okay. I don't know okay.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but
they notoriously don't know how to take photos. So
I'm a little worried about that. Imagine me yelling at a Phillies fan for not getting the right angle.
That's the thing.
It's not gonna work.
Nice. I respectful that you tried to do this, but I'm going to ask somebody else. What are you talking about? What?
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
They're not going to be thrilled with me, but
No, no, no.
we'll see. We'll see.
All right. So last two things are, I think we've done this every time, like celebrating how you celebrate New Year's. I don't know if we have, but we're doing it now.
And I think we have, yes.
Okay. Your drink of choice.
Drink of choice on New Year's. I mean, there's no other option. Prosecco, sparkling wine, champagne.
Hold on. On New Year's?
Well, New Year's Day.
No, I'm saying Prosecco, like literally, like this is all I see. Like this is it.
I mean, it's a perfectly, you can drink that during the day, you can drink that at night, you can drink that on any holiday. It's very multifaceted.
365 days.
365 Prosecco. Yeah.
Okay. So take me through this. Are you big New Year's Eve person?
I am not. I never have been, even in my 20s.
Really?
I don't like amateur hour holidays, Rob. No.
Okay. And
have some Prosecco with me on a Tuesday night on the road and then get up in the morning and go to work. Then I'll be impressed.
it's basically you're saying, and this is why this is like baseball is ingrained in the fabric of your being.
Yes.
Because your New Year's Eve is in the hotel lobby, in the hotel bar at the winter meetings.
Correct.
It's not on December 31st.
Correct.
With a bunch of the riffraff.
Well, I don't do riffraff. I do give me a Tuesday night in the hotel lobby, closing it down at 2:30 in the morning. That's what I do.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. No pretending about New Year's. But you have friends who say like, let's go out New Year's Eve.
I mean, I'm doing like a little brunch tomorrow or on New Year's Eve. I'm doing a little house party, but it's not going to be anything crazy. It's just not. So
do you make it to midnight?
Oh God, yes. I'm a night owl. So yes. Okay. That's easy. Again, that's a regular Tuesday night for me. Yeah. So no, I'm good.
I mean, considering it starts at 11:55, I would hope. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right, Courtney. The last thing is we're doing this campaign. I don't know if I told you about it. I hinted at it, maybe the best shape of our lives season.
Yes.
So Awaken 180 sponsor, thank you. And so we got our head around it and we're like, okay, this is what we're doing. From beginning of 2026 to basically opening day of the baseball season. As we know, everyone's going to show up to White Sox camp. Everyone's going to show up to all the camps and be like, I'm in the best shape of my life.
The famous quote. Yes.
Everybody says that.
Yep.
So, all right, fine. Like, why should the players be able to say that? Why can't I thought media, but then I'm like, why can't everyone say that? Why?
I agree.
This is the perfect, forget about New Year's resolutions. That's an old way to look at it. I'm looking at it through the baseball term of this is, if you want to be in the best shape of your life, like a big leaguer, then follow us. But it's not just, oh, well, I'm going to lift, I'm going to run, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do whatever. I want you to pick one thing. So Joe Kelly has picked his. I don't know if you saw this.
I did not see it, but now I'm intrigued. I wish I did. Yes.
He's wants to bench press 225 pounds once.
Okay.
All
Wow.
right.
Okay.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
I am going to show an ab. If the other five want to appear, that's up to them. So
that is tremendous. Okay.
Yeah. So, and again, with the help of my good friends at Awaken 180.
Yes.
Because it's about nutrition and exercise.
That is so true, and you can't have one without the other. That is true.
Hold on, I can take all the advice I can get.
You really can't have one without the other. Okay. It's true.
And so it can be anything. It can be like, I think in the ad, it can be like a ring like fitting well. It could be running. Who was it? Oh, producer Evan. He said he's going to run a 7-minute mile.
Okay. Producer Evan, that was nice. Okay.
Yeah, which it was, it was hard getting that out of. Like, how are you a fast runner? Kind of. Do you run? I guess. Okay. Like, how fast can you run? Pretty fast. I ran fast in soccer.
This is very much a producer Evan conversation,
Yeah,
so
but
I
so
love it.
finally I nailed it down. I'm like, okay, this shoot for the stars against 7 because I don't think he even had a concept of what 7 minute mile. That's fast.
It is fast. It is, as a former runner, it is fast.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
So it can be anything along those lines.
Okay.
Anything. And it doesn't, maybe it's not even a physical thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a mental thing. I don't know.
Okay.
Best shape of our life. What
Best
is the thing for you?
best shape of my life. I want to be more consistent with my yoga treatments and rituals.
Okay. It's a good start.
Okay.
Let's workshop this a little
All
bit.
right, workshop it. Yes.
All right. I need something tangible where it's not nor obviously you can say, well, I can document how many classes I go to.
Right.
No, it's going to have to be I'm going to dominate this exercise. Like I'm going to be able to hold this pose for like an hour and a half. Whatever. I don't know. But you got to give.
Able to do that, I am in the best shape
You
of
got to
my
give
life.
something to me. You got to give me something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scratch it from the record. This is actually a goal of mine, and it has been a goal of mine for a little bit.
Okay.
I would like to run a marathon.
Are you going to do that this year?
It doesn't have to be, no, obviously not. It doesn't have to be the Chicago Marathon, but a small marathon.
All right.
Like a 5 miler.
Okay.
Do they have those?
First of all, a marathon by definition is 26.2 miles.
Sure is. So they don't have small marathons.
There's no such thing as a small marathon. Okay.
I would like to run a race.
Run a race. Okay.
Run a race. Run a race.
Run a race. So do this for me.
Okay.
Find a race before, say, sometime in March.
Okay.
Right? And we'll sign you up.
Okay.
And you'll run. What's the furthest you've ever run?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I've done 15 miles before. I mean, when I was training. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's been years. It has been years. So
okay. So,
yes.
But find the race. Let's say it's like a 5-mile race.
Yes.
You say, I want to do this 5-mile race in this time.
Perfect.
That's what we finally got there.
We finally got there. It took me a very long time, but we finally got there.
All
yes.
Right.
That is what we're doing.
And maybe it's on one of your trips. Maybe.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. On the road somewhere, I find a race, good weather, I enter, we're good.
All right. Well, welcome to the community. Welcome to the club.
Thank you. I'm excited to be part of another community.
You get a t-shirt. Best shape of your life.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. All right, Courtney. Good stuff as always.
Happy New Year.